Hello everyone, and today I wanted to show you my final path in this heavyweight challenge run. This was the hardest challenge I have ever seen before that I completed in this game. And I did it with the equivalent of the 550 maxed 4-star champions. I used Archangel 550, Heimdall a 6-star, Loki a 440, Magic 550, and finally Iron Man Infinite War a 235, a 5-star. Now, there are only 3 synergies on this team, and they're all with Heimdall. The indestructible one from death, the healing, and the crit rating. The indestructible one is the most important one, and is the primary reason why I chose Heimdall. Because he incidentally had all the synergies that gave you a little bit extra in this deadly challenge. I thought of using Dr. Octopus instead of the Magic, but Magic's output was just better, and compared with the Heimdall saving grace, it was much easier. And you can see that they are all very weak compared to the 565s, the 455s. I started the recording from the last path. I had 30% boost going on except the Fury, because I didn't have that. Here you can see them. And for this fight, Archangel is king. As I point out on this writing, the strategy is to get to 3 neurotoxins, or even 2, and I had Stupefy Mastery on, so all I had to do was make sure that they are stunned when they're reaching a bar of power. And because Archangel applies an ability accuracy reduction, 3 neurotoxins and the fight is done. You just have to be careful with them not reaching SP3 and also backdashing twice over there, as Magic has long enough reach that they can follow their medium with a light attack. You have to dodge both. From there on, it's smooth sailing, as you always have some bleeds, some poisons, and here I use the Heimdall synergies. Make them stop in their tracks for a second with my light attack, and then switch over. And then I just stall out. Apply some bleeds, apply some poisons, and just use heavy attacks and nothing else. This way they get even less power. And there she goes. On to the next fight. The Hyperion fight is the most fickle one, as it all depends on Hyperion throwing specials. First, you have to intercept of some sort. Letting them reach a bar of power without you doing anything is a waste of time. And after a 5-hit combo, follow by a 3-hit combo as seen here, so that they don't immediately reach SP3. Here I just try to bait out the special too, but he's not very cooperative today, so I just go in. I have the Heimdall saving grace, so I'm not just worried about it. And he pops his special tree, and down I go. However, I still have the backdash healing from Heimdall, so I'm not even much worried. When I raise, I just do a quick little taps, get him power locked, and use the light attack trick to stop him and convert his cosmic charges to regen while getting my regen of my own. And now it's really easy, but we need to shut down that healing. So there's the nullify, and from there it's smooth sailing. I have him near power locked, but even if he's not power locked, he still cannot gain the automatic power up buffs, so this is very simple from here. I bait a special one. I don't even try to bait much things after this point. I just do the classic corner combo after I get the power lock on. And this fight is pretty much it. Arriving to this point, The improved strategy here, or the safer option that I used, is because of the Heimdall. Normally, you just worry that he's not going to throw specials and you're going to eat an SP3 and die. But him throwing an SP3 is useful, even though I failed the intercept here. The special 3 is useful because you gain power that way, so you can power lock him even earlier. There is no other champion that I can use, really. I used Loki against him, but he's much weaker and it's a long fight. Magic has the limbo damage in addition. Make sure that he never even touches you, because he has over 10k damage, and you do not have even enough life to even take a single blocked hit, and you don't even need to. The strategy is there. Just corner carry and corner combo him to death. Here again, he doesn't cooperate. I once again stand up with a couple of light attacks and somehow push him to the regen state, and then immediately nullify that state. Then I'm trying to use the same method to get some health in case that there is a blocked hit by accident, and of course for the preparation of the other fights that I can possibly use magic on. I try never to hold the block in this fight because he is much more viable to throw specials when you're not holding block. Since he doesn't have his cosmic charges, this is easy now. Just let him bait the specials, get him to 0 power, get yourself to 2 power, and corner lock. Before coming to this point, I used 2 team revives and I believe 7 individual 20% revives. Since I have the Heimdall healing and the Heimdall saving grace, I don't really use potions except maybe on this fight, because you do take some blocked hits here. Iron Man Infinity War is immune to Cold Snap when he has an armor up buff, so instant immunity, there is no Cold Snap ever unless you get hit by an SP1, but then you're dead anyway. There is not much fight strategy to this fight. When he has ice armor up, I try to parry because I have Stupefy Mastery, and at the end of the ice armor timer, if I parry and time it correctly, he may lose the ice armor. In any case, Iron Man Infinity War has an interesting plasma mechanic. An SP3 immediately grants plasma, but you can gain one from SP2 followed by an SP1 also. However, since Iceman is immune to the incinerate that SP2 does, this doesn't work. You need a straight up SP3 to get one. And from there it's constant damage, as any repulsal hit immediately refreshes the timer. You have to be very careful about the timer because I will lose it at one moment in this fight. After the special 3, you may want to either hold block or just walk up for a single second or so that you can bait the special and not get clipped by it. Here I do the mistake of trying to intercept even though he didn't have ice armor up, and then I try to heal through it. I heal 3000 and a single cold snap does 8000 damage, and I go down. This was an inopportune time, as Heimdall could really save Iron Man Infinity War from death, but that cold snap or whatever the thing that he inflicts on his attacks didn't work out, so down we go, another revive. In this start you can parry him. You do want to parry him actually, and then immediately backdash. No need to hold and to try to do anything fancy. Immediately backdash and try again. That way you get a 15 seconds or so of parries, basically. Here I wanted to try to get him stunned during the ice armor coming up, but he just didn't bite. You can see that I'm not trying to bait any specials. I'm just parrying and trying to get to my SP3 as fast as possible, as this is a lot of damage that you do. Not from the SP3, but from the plasma charge. And SP3 actually has an armor break too, as well as SP2. So Iron Man Infinity War is a great option. Here I took a bit more block damage than I wanted. So I try to bait the SP2 and then get the time to get my healing, because I want to parry a lot more, and this will just give me enough time to parry enough to finish this fight. And since I armor broke him, I can immediately parry afterwards. And here I switch from medium light medium to medium light, ending the combo with a light attack, because the last light attack is a repulsor hit, and you can see that it refreshes the timer that is ticking 350, so 700 damage per second. Here I make the mistake of finishing with a medium attack and lose the plasma charge. If I finished with a light, I would have had enough time to have gotten it, to have continued the plasma, but it doesn't matter. I parry through the ice armor, it doesn't matter, I have armor up, I have very good damage reduction. Iron Man Infinity War is very tanky, and down he goes. As you can see, this took a lot of hits, about 190 hits total. These fights are very long, very long, and Void is the hardest fight of them all for me. I actually soloed the previous two Voids on the previous two paths, so I was very confident coming into this path. But things don't go as well as planned. Here I use Archangel because he is the only one in my team that can shut down the debuff infliction without the 10-hit combo. You have to bait the SP2 here, do a 5-hit combo. These are all very precise, because then you do a heavy attack and another heavy attack gets you to 11 hits exactly, but since I didn't have time, I went for a 5-hit combo here, followed by the special to get some poisons. Here I try to get the heavy attack. It just doesn't quite work out, and I go out as he fires the SP1 right when I was going to heavy attack. I was waiting for the 20 hits, the stun timer. If it was a millisecond longer, I would have gotten it. Oh well, I throw another revive. It's 3 revives now. Bait the SP2 and repeat 5-hit combo followed by 2 heavy attacks to cancel out the first debuff. The first debuff is the most crucial part, because you have to bait the special too and you have less time than normal. However, after you get the neurotoxins 3 to be safe, 2 and stun may just gut it also, but it's very risky that way. Then you may go for a healing, but never before that. You must, well, you don't have to, but punishing the special one is a great way to get even more damage. I get 2 neurotoxins, he still puts a debuff on me, and that throws me out of my game, and I get hit by the SP1 trying to punish it. And down I go. You cannot get the Heimdall's saving grace, as losing your combo and losing your health immediately gets you out of the game, because you have to do an immediate 10-hit combo. Just about always. Here I throw Iron Man Infinity War because I'm not gonna use him for anything else. Might as well get some damage off. That's why there is no strategy, I'm just hitting him, seeing how it works, because he has a 2-hit light medium attack ending at the second medium. And it's not a great idea, I just barely save and try to get some healing because I need to parry. Oops, I got hit. I parry, but I know that I'm running out of time. He doesn't go the medium attack to me, so I die. And back to Archangel again. Another revive down. But I had a lot in my stack. I always try to keep a high stack, unless I come across these kinds of events where you have to throw your all the boosts, all the revives, all the potions. So to prepare for this, you may want to get some 4-hour crystals. Here I make the mistake of trying to punish his heavy with my heavy, and I die. Because it's not fast enough. You have time just to get a medium or a light attack in, but not a heavy. So I got down for the 3rd time. The start is always the same. I'm getting used to this at this point. Here I get the debuff, but luckily near immediately purified. I have 2 neurotoxins on. If I get another one, it's lights out or void, because I do not have to worry about the 10 hit again. And he gets the 3rd neurotoxin, so I go all in. It doesn't matter after this point, he's gonna die. He's gonna get stunned, I'm gonna heavy him while he has poison. That's even more neurotoxins. It's strange actually, because a single heavy attack can apply up to 4 neurotoxins because of 4 bleeds, even though it should technically eat 4 poisons to do that, but you only need 1 poison. In any case, he goes down. And I advance to Chorus. I don't know why, but I keep having problems with Chorus, even though he's the easiest one here so far. The only thing he has going for him is Limber. First, I throw my Archangel because I'm not going to use him as well. The light attack intercept of Archangel is very good. There is no strategy in this fight, just trying to punish some SP3s, but I forgot that there is a corner node here. I'm not worried, this is a throwaway champion anyway. I get hit by an SP3. It should do 1 billion damage, but I only take 100 or so because I only had 100 health. And here I decide to heal, to parry or do stuff more. The SP1 has a long reach, that's the first part, and you have to dodge the second part early. But he even has a longer reach when he does a light attack. He can follow up with a medium, and he gets me. So I switch to magic. The strategy is like Hyperion, but much easier. There's nothing to do here. I even do the 6 attack combo because parries are limited. You have to backdash a bit early, and even if you miss the punish, he may armor break you, and if you have willpower, that's another bit of extra healing you can do. I get the SP2, power lock him and start to corner combo him. There's not very much to say here. And the fact that because I'm using very weak champions, because like I don't have 455 magic, even though I pulled one, she's low rank. I don't have ISO. In any case, because I'm using low ranked champions, the combo count is racking up and my special damage is also racking up. A small benefit of using actually bad PI rating champions. But the rewards, man. The rewards are so insanely good. You will see them. You should, if you have some resources in your stack, you should always do them. Here I try to get Corvus to lower his charges so that I know he has 1 HP. Back light attack trick to heal a bit, and then just special him to death. And to the champion we go. As everybody knows, the champion has the very annoying mechanic multiplied by 1,000,000,000 because he is indestructible when he's actually unstoppable also. And other than that, he has not much to do. Not much note power here, except the champion's raw power, and the champion of the universe is very bad news for everyone actually, because he gets fury so fast that you can barely disable it. Here I healed back up to 38% because I had limbo on when he killed me. And I'm trying my best to just nullify everything. Use SP1, a bit of heal so I can parry anywhere, and I lost my security net, so I have nothing going on to stall the healing and the small crit boost. I was mostly saving the healing, like in the Iron Man Infinity War, the first one, because if you die, it can be your saving grace. The animation of the champion is the best. Look at this. Even though I died to him, I'm not angry, because this was not my main champion. You see this guy, the Loki? Here's my team. You can all see them. And here's the weakest member, who's going to take down the champion alone. He doesn't need anybody else. He only needs some bit more healing. And the rewards are a step away. By the way, I ran the most important masters here are Stupefy, Willpower, and 3 points in Courage. So this is why I try to keep my health always lower than 50%, so that I get the 20% damage boost. Loki is a much easier option than Magic against the champion, because the SP1 actually empowers you. Here he doesn't trigger the unstoppable and the indestructible, because the stun ability accuracy reduction fired just over there. And you can see that I can steal any buff he has, and that includes the feats of power buffs also. And this just works to my benefit. Every time he reaches a bar of power or fires off the Primal Fury, I gain even more damage. I heal here because I have no intention of dying in this fight. And the crit rating is always good to have it early on, even though it's very small. 250 is very small. The strategy is very easy. Just use SP1 whenever possible. You have power gain over Magic for your SP1. You have less furies coming because of Loki is not the champion. According to the Magic, according to the champion, he is not as good as Magic. That just works to my benefit. Steal the fury from the feats of power, steal his own fury, steal the precision buff from the two bars from feats of power. This is very easy with Loki. Just fire SP1. He's going to get the meter back. It takes like 8 seconds, I believe, for him to get a full bar of power, but with a 5-hit combo you can always reach an SP1. And down he goes. Loki, a 440 Loki, taking out the champion, the last champion. And this is why you should attempt it with a bunch of 550 champions. for 50 units, basics, T1 alphas, awakening gem, gold, 6-star shards, 5-star champion, a fully formed Tech 2 alpha, and the creamiest title of them all. It even has a even bigger yellow or even brighter yellow name, a special. Maybe KABAM will throw even more challenges after this. And this wraps up the video. I hope you liked it, and I hope you do the challenge, because the Halls of Healing are coming up, I believe, at the 10. So tomorrow the Halls of Healing will be up, or the Halls of Fortune, I don't know which. In any case, you should have items, you should have revives, even using a 3-star Heimdall or something else. It depends on your roster, but I recommend Heimdall in this case, because this challenge was the hardest I have faced in. The previous one, the lightweight, you can see that you can choose your path and finish it with leisure. Even with 3-star champions you can do that. But this, putting it all in one path, oh man. But the rewards are so good. So my advice to you all is, wait for tomorrow or the day after. Get the Halls of Healing done. Get some items, get some revives. Go out there. Do the run. You don't even need all a team of 550. I did the last champion with a 440 Loki. Just get your counters. There's a lot of information on the internet. There's a lot of videos. Go to your roster, do some planning, and get down to this.